Sad news from Tenerife. It's time to head to the airport. Will the airport be complete madness, or will I sail right through? We'll find out. The last time I nearly missed my flight here, I've not even checked into the flight yet because I booked this a couple of days ago, or yesterday maybe, with TUI, and I went to check in last night and they says I need to go to the check-in desk. So that's going to take me a wee bit longer time. I quite like TUI anyway, I've not been with them for a wee while. Look forward to the flight home. Let me show you where I am. We're in Las Americas. We're just outside Leonardo's. Leonardo's was actually very busy last night, even late at night. It was pretty busy. Traveller's Rest, showing all your live sport, and then we've got another wee sports bar just down there as well. They've got beers for I think €2 in there. Not bad, eh? Not bad. It's Traveller's Rest. Now, I have not even managed to make it all the way down here. Normally you see me taking videos near Marshall's, the Chieftain, Paddy O'Kelly's. I've not even managed to make it up there on this trip. I've only been here 2 days, so you'd have seen quite a lot of videos. I didn't do as many as I normally do, but yeah, it's just been a whirlwind trip. Really enjoyed it. Great meeting up with friends as well. Had a great time. I'll be back soon hopefully. But yeah, it's time to go to the airport. I don't think I'm going to have time to get a bus. Normally I get the bus from Los Cristianos, but I think to get the bus to the airport I need to go around to the Chieftain, probably there. So yeah, I think I might get a taxi. How much will a taxi be at the airport from here? Probably €30 I think. So I'm going to need to bite the bullet, kind of a wee bit behind time. But the thing is about Tenerife South Airport, you just don't know what it's going to be like. You could be 5 minutes getting through, or you could be 2 hours. You just never know. So we'll wait and see. This flight was a bit more expensive than the flight over here from Marrakesh, but not too much. I'll let you know how much it was in a minute. Can you guess? Was it under £100 or more? It's very busy here. It's an absolute sun trap at the Traveller's Rest and Leonardo's. Interesting, the Traveller's Rest seems to be busy than Leonardo's during the early afternoon, but then at night Leonardo's seems to get a lot busier. We get karaoke every night. They're looking for staff if you want a wee job. There's the football in there as well. Big screens. Look at these wee bucket deals. 5 for $17.50. It's not too bad. I was in a bar yesterday, you might see it in one of my unseen footage videos, where it was $2.50 for a pint and $5.50 for a bottle of San Miguel. Can't really call it a scam because that's just the price of it, but I have never been in a bar in Tenerife where it's $5.50 for one bottle of beer, and it's double the price of the draft beer. So I was a bit surprised when we got the bill. You'll see that in the unseen footage one. So Leonardo's in there. It's really busy at night, karaoke. Sometimes they get live entertainment. Very busy at Cheltenham Week, St Patrick's Day, absolutely jam-packed here. There's a wee taxi rank just down here I'm going to show you, on the right hand side. I have been using it to get to Los Cristianos a couple of nights because my friends were staying in Los Cris. I couldn't get accommodation in Los Cris, so I had to stay in Las Americas. And my knees just been too sore to walk all the way there and back all the time. The wee steakhouse has been there for years. The Veronica strip is just down here on the left hand side. Don't really recommend it for my age group, to be honest with you, but I did film it at 2 in the morning, but I don't know if it'll make it on YouTube. We'll wait and see. I'll need to check the footage back and see what it's like. I didn't go down. There's no way I was going down and get in the bars or anything like that. I just filmed it from the top of the steps because I was staying around the corner in the Hotel Gala. But yeah, it's definitely a place for the young ones, and you need to be careful when you go down there. Just common sense stuff. Here's a taxi rank here. So if you're looking for a taxi, if you're staying in the Sol, Tenerife, the Hotel Gala, the Hotel Troya. Actually, the Hotel Troya might have another taxi rank just out to the right from it, further up. But this is the closest wee taxi rank here. And this is the only time, I think, when they can press the wee button and charge you extra for dropping you off at the airport. I've had a couple of taxis where they've been pressing the wee button, they just laugh and like, turn the button off. Tramps nightclub over there. Mini golf over there. There's a wee show bar in there as well. Is it Vivo Show Bar? And the Music Hall Tavern, has that moved there? I don't know. Anyway, right, I need to get a taxi. We'll see at the airport. Let's see how mad the airport is. Okay, so just arrived at the airport. Took about 15 minutes as predicted. €30. Well, €28 tip, stuff like that, so about €30. Yeah, that's the first taxi driver I've had that was watching a movie or a TV show on his phone while he was driving. It was a bit concerning. I captured a wee bit of it, I don't know if you'll see it. But he was watching some sort of TV show. It looked like kind of the equivalent of EastEnders or Coronation Street in Tenerife. So I was a wee bit worried about that, but he seemed safe enough, to be fair, but it was a bit bizarre. Anyway, I need to go in here, and no time for beer codes, no time for that. Need to go in here and find the TUI check-in desk to get my boarding pass. Now I'm going to request a window seat if they've got one, and even be cheekier and say any chance of getting a wee spare middle seat as well. I did have a spare middle seat on the way out, and then just before we were about to take off, the guy in the aisle seat shouted his wife down from the other end of the plane, and she came down and joined us. So I was unlucky there. I nearly had a wee spare seat. Right, where's the TUI check-in? So security is down that way, okay? That's where we're going through security. Normally I could be going straight down because I've already checked in, but this time we've got no boarding pass. So I need to find the TUI check-in desk. Right, same way the flight was booked. Just went to skyscanner.net, checked to see who was flying back. Interestingly enough, the Ryanair flight back to Prestwick tonight, I think literally has got one seat left in it. It was £400 for the Ryanair flight. Can you believe that? Ryanair normally really cheap. It was crazy, that price. So we'll not go back to Prestwick, we'll go back to Glasgow airport. Right, I don't think the TUI desk is down there, must be back this way. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. I didn't download the TUI app. I tried to log in on our website, and quite often I find when you're trying to board, when you're trying to get checked in with TUI on their website, it tells you to come to the desk and get a physical boarding pass, which is not really a big deal, but hopefully there's no queue. Right, hopefully we're not in a queue like that, that's for sure. Right, TUI, where are you? Air Baltic, that must be going to Scotland. It's going to be Baltic there. Right, Jet 2, you can always recognise with the red. So there's loads of Jet 2 desks, but where's the TUI desk? Oh, right, okay. I might need to go back the other way. It's maybe at the end, let's go at the end. Of course, the TUI check-in desk is at the other side. I just asked the Jet 2 staff, where's the TUI check-in desk? Yeah. Beer code there again. It's quite busy down here, isn't it? This is before security. Oh, why is this so busy? I recommend with Tenerife South Airport, because of the madness of it, you never know what's going to materialise. You need to get here really 2 hours at the latest. I have arrived at Tenerife Airport before, nearly an hour before the flight, and I've managed to go on it fine, but it's a big risk, because obviously when the gates are announced, I think it's round here, TUI desk, yeah, I can see signs good. Right, when the gates are announced, why the gate C right down the bottom, the very last boarding gates, or it could be anywhere else like gates A or B, and there's always a big queue, not always but sometimes a big queue to get your passport stamped to go through that gate, and that's what creates the problems. So as soon as I see my gate number, I'm going to head straight through. And the experience in the last few flights is flights have been delayed because not enough people obviously are heading through an hour in advance through at the boarding gate. This is us here. To be fair, you shouldn't really have to head right through. I mean, you should be able to relax, have a meal, and then go through. But it's very badly organised. Tenerife South Airport. It's one of the worst airports. You know, I love Tenerife. I'm going to recommend coming here, but it's one of the worst airports I've ever come to, because you just never know what it's going to be like. I could be through here in 10 minutes, easy, or it could be over an hour. We'll wait and see. Right, then we're going to check in here. Breaking news, we have checked in with TUI, took 10 minutes in the queue, and they've gave me a wee window seat. Thanks very much, TUI. We're in row 25, but so that could be taking a wee bit longer to get out of Glasgow Airport on the way back. We'll wait and see. Good thing is I've got a window seat, and this flight, here's security here, so just going through security. This flight cost £82, so not my cheapest flight, but still not too bad. Booked a couple of days before as well. That's probably why I've had to check in at the desk, because I booked it last minute. That can happen sometimes with TUI and Jet 2. Ryanair and EasyJet tend to be, you just download your boarding pass. Right, let's go through security. Security doesn't look too busy just now, so hopefully we'll get through here in 5 minutes. Okay, through security in literally 3 minutes, I think they're so quick. So far so good. It's where it could go pear-shaped is later on here. They're having a disco in here again. It's always really noisy in here. Yeah, somebody's having a wee dance there, enjoying it. Right, let's continue. We've no time for this duty-free stuff. We need to go and check the board and see if there's any chance of a gate update. Actually, my physical boarding pass might tell me where the gate is. Let me just check this. If we're going right here, it'll take us down to the C gates. I think it's C35 to C40. That's 9 times out of 10 where you end up going. And the queue for the passport stamp is either non-existent or it's mental. You just never know until you go there. I've got plenty of time before this flight. I'm here quite early for a change, so I don't think we're going to have an issue as long as I don't mess about. The last time I waited to about half an hour before boarding time, and then I joined the queue for the passport stamp, and it was mental. And if they hadn't delayed the flight because everybody was late, I would have missed the flight. But let's have a wee look and see. Right, check my boarding pass just in a wee second. Okay, so gates A and B are all going to be up that way where the restaurants and stuff are, and gates C are down here, C35 to C40. And I'm going to check my boarding pass to see if it says the gate I'm on it. Let's have a quick look at this in a wee second. I can already see the queue's not too bad for here just now. Nah, there's no gate number on it. I'm just checking it now. No gate number, so I'm going to have to check the screen, unfortunately. But let's have a wee wander down to gate C anyway, 'cause I'm just going to show you what you're dealing with here. There's a few food options when you get through. They've got a wee sports bar now through here, I think, as well. Wee Estrella Galicia, but nah, there's no beers on the way home. There's never beers on the way home for me. Usually I've done quite a lot of videos and I'm exhausted. I don't really have a beer. This time is a bit different. As I said, I've done quite a few videos, but I met some friends as well, so it was a bit different. Right, I can tell you now, if I was going for my flight just now, I would have no issue whatsoever, because gate C, boarding gates 35 to 40, if it was one of those, then I'd be through that queue in no time. But sometimes the queue to get through the passport stamp stretches way back here, all the way down. So you need to be very aware of it. Sometimes you come down here and there's nobody here and you think, oh, it's really quiet. Come back half an hour later and there's hundreds of people in the queue. So you need to be careful with Tenerife South Airport. Right, let's check, see if we've got a wee gate coming up here. I think my flight's at 3:20. Right, it's already telling me I'm flying with TUI and I'm going from gate C. So it's not told me the specific gate, but it said it's going to be gate C, so it's definitely going to be down here I'm going with TUI. That's quite good that they give you a wee bit of advance notice so you can decide where you're going to hang about and stuff like that. So C35 to C40, this is where I'll be going through to get my passport stamp. Now you can see just now there's not an issue, there's hardly anybody in the queue, but this might change later on. We'll come back later. If you've missed any of my previous videos in Tenerife South Airport, they have got quite a few shops. Got Mango, W Smith here doing the usual 3 for 2, which is no use to solo travellers. I meant to do a video when I was in Tenerife talking about what it's like travelling solo quite a lot of times, the kind of pros and the cons. Quite a few people have asked me, and a lot of people have said they've went on their own solo trips after watching a lot of my videos. So it just depends how comfortable you are with certain places. Started this series in Marrakesh, that definitely would be intimidating for some people. So I'm not 100% sure I could recommend that. Canary Islands, you won't have an issue, really. Again, a lot of it depends on the hotel location and everything. I was staying in quite a lively location at the Hotel Gala. I didn't have any issues, to be fair, but I was meeting friends over there as well, so I wasn't always on my own. But yeah, travelling solo, you've got a lot of freedom and flexibility. You can go wherever you want and stuff like that. And then at times, obviously, sometimes if you experience something that's pretty good, you think, oh, it'd be nice, maybe friends or family with you, you're kind of missing out on that. So there's pros and cons. But to do the YouTube videos quite often, it's pretty good just travelling solo, because you can pick your destinations a day before and stuff like that. You're not having to arrange anything else. So it's pretty simple. What's this over here? They've moved some of the restaurants up the stairs here. Beer time, it says there. Oh, bar and fabulous food. Might stop here for a wee drink and then see when the gate's going to be announced. Can't really do anything the gate's announced, but I do know it's going to be in gate C, so in theory I could go through to gate C just now, but sometimes they change the gates, not very often, but sometimes it does happen. I've spoken to quite a lot of people who've been in Tenerife South Airport and they've just assumed it's gate C and they've been down there and they've had to come back in again, go to another gate. That can happen, so I'll probably just wait till they officially announce it. It's gate B 17 and 18 over there. EasyJet flight just about to take off. I'll be on EasyJet soon, no doubt. EasyJet, Ryanair 2 and Jet2 are the most popular airlines I always fly with. Your burger, fries and a drink in Giraffe. This is probably the best deal at the airport. Burger, fries and drink, €10.95 in Giraffe. This used to be a sports bar. It's still got TV with sport on, mind you. But the last time I was there it took ages to get served, so I didn't get anything. I maybe get that deal, mind you. It's not a bad deal. All dishes served within 10 minutes. That's pretty good as well. I might actually get that. It's not a bad deal. Down here we've got Popeyes. You can order at the wee kiosk at the pizza place. I still not had a Popeyes yet. Is they any good? Let me know. Wee cafe place for sandwiches over there as well. Right, I think I might try and see if I can get in Giraffe. 10 minutes, that'll do me fine. Okay, so we're in Giraffe. The 10 minutes is not accurate, it took 18 minutes, but they're rushed off their feet, I'm not complaining. This is a very good deal. So you get a Coke, chips and the burger, $10.95. A bottle of Coke alone in the airport is between €3 and €4, so you're only really paying €7 or €8 for a burger and chips. It's not bad. I did take the tomatoes out, but they're dead to me, tomatoes. Okay, we're upstairs in the airport now. We've got a Burger King up here now and a Starbucks at the end. It's quite a good spot if you want a seat here, watch the planes coming in. That wee burger and chips deal was really good in Giraffe. I thought the burger was nice, the chips were nice as well. Oh, that's a 2 flight taking off. I hope it's not my flight. We better head down to the boarding gate now actually. It's 2 flight, it's taking off just now. Got Jet2 over there. Yes, it's time to head down to C boarding gate. I'm about an hour before the flight, so in theory I should have plenty of time. It just depends on the queue here. We'll find out in a minute when we get there. Not a bad deal for that, is it? €6.50, not bad. I think this is my lucky day. Passport control looks pretty empty, much the same as it was earlier. I'm going to go through right now, I'm not going to risk waiting any longer. Sometimes the queue, as I said, is way back beyond duty free up there. But today is my lucky day. The 38 gate, I just went through passport stamp there. He stamped the passport, but he didn't read the passport, it didn't go through the machine and all that, so I very much hope that I'm not regarded as staying here for the next few weeks and I've actually left, because that would affect the 90-day rule maybe. Yeah, it should all be electronic now, shouldn't it? They can check the manual stamp, supposed to see that I've left, but you want to avoid any hassle, don't you? Quite a few wee shops and stuff down here now, including Coffee Republic and the Carlsberg Sports Bar. So you can easily come through here. There's quite a few places to get food and drink. There's more options before the passport control, but there's enough to keep you occupied for sure. Right, I'm going up to C38, which is up here. I'm in loads of time. We're going to be boarding maybe 15 minutes, but yeah, it's pretty relaxing. I've been lucky here because no stressing this time. The last time was very stressful, thinking I was going to miss the flight. Maybe the C gates are better than the A and the B gates, I don't know, but all I know is I'm glad to be through now. I'm where I need to be and I'm on the flight very soon, and we've got a wee window seat, so hopefully I'll not be disturbed the whole flight and I'll just sit there, try and get a wee nap if possible, watch some YouTube videos. We'll wait and see. That's where we're going to be boarding to a flight to Glasgow. Okay, we're at C38 gate. I just went through passport stamp there. He stamped the passport, but he didn't read the passport, it didn't go through the machine and all that, so I very much hope that I'm not regarded as staying here for the next few weeks and I've actually left, because that would affect the 90-day rule maybe. Yeah, it should all be electronic now, shouldn't it? They can check the manual stamp, supposed to see that I've left, but you want to avoid any hassle, don't you? Quite a few wee shops and stuff down here now, including Coffee Republic and the Carlsberg Sports Bar. So you can easily come through here. There's quite a few places to get food and drink. there's more options before the passport control, but there's enough to keep you occupied for sure. Right, I'm going up to C38, which is up here. I'm in loads of time. We're going to be boarding maybe 15 minutes, but yeah, it's pretty relaxing. I've been lucky here because no stressing this time. The last time was very stressful, thinking I was going to miss the flight. Maybe the C gates are better than the A and the B gates, I don't know, but all I know is I'm glad to be through now. I'm where I need to be and I'm on the flight very soon, and we've got a wee window seat, so hopefully I'll not be disturbed the whole flight and I'll just sit there, try and get a wee nap if possible, watch some YouTube videos. We'll wait and see. That's where we're going to be boarding, 2 flight to Glasgow. Well, everything seems to be going smoothly so far. This is the best flight ever. Going in the back plane, this is the last bit of heat we're going to see for a while here. We're in row 25A. Right, near taking off. A wee shout out to viewer Craig I just met. He's down the front of the plane, lovely to meet you. Right, near taking off. A wee shout out to viewer Craig I just met. He's down the front of the plane, lovely to meet you.
He's got me looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last and give satisfaction, no.
Well, it's back to reality. We've arrived at Glasgow Airport. It was a great flight. I did not expect that. Seamless flight with TUI. It's pouring rain outside, absolutely bucketing, and we've got a wee 5-minute walk because we're not paying the £7 to get picked up. I can't ask him to pay that. I couldn't film the takeoff because there was a family sitting in my window seat. I didn't want to ask them to move. I was the last one on the plane and I just didn't want to hassle ask them to move and everything. And I wasn't really bothered anyway, to be fair. It'd have been different if I was flying out and I'd paid for the seat. I never paid for the seat, so I couldn't really say, can you move out the seat? Anyway, great flight. I'm going to get soaked on the way out here, drenched. Thanks if you've watched any of the Tenerife videos. It's a bit strange, this hoodie, doesn't it? Not sure about that. Thanks if you watched any of the Tenerife videos. I hope you enjoyed them. A wee bit different. We started in Marrakesh. Check out those videos. Bit of a bad place, Marrakesh. And we ended up in one of the best places, Tenerife. Thanks for watching. New viewers, hit the wee subscribe button. I'm going outside to get soaked now. Oh, freezing as well. Back to reality. We'll be away somewhere else soon, but don't you worry. Shocking weather. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, great to be back in Scotland actually. I really enjoyed my 2 days in Tenerife. And where's the next destination? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Goodbye.